Hey yo, what is up dudes and dudettes, Dudes here, and today we're gonna do a little update on BOIL and other ticker symbols that we said we'll have immediate return. The earliest is today and the latest is in a week, which all of them actually went up. Just that BOIL went up to exact price point, and the other two basically fluctuated a little bit, and you probably just need to day trade that a little bit, because we can't just give you a bunch of entry and exit points. You gotta have your own brain to trade, boys. And again, we're not financial advisors. We do not give financial advices. Everything we say on the channel is for shits and giggles, right? So if you go and look at this video, this is what I said. 83 right now. This thing's true price is probably around $76. So I do think. So I said, it's around $76, and guess what? Let's look at BOIL. Today, on top of the thing, we get 76.83. And then, aftermarket, it went down a little bit, went up a little bit. Right now, it's around $76. So a lot of you are asking me on Discord, especially on Patreon Discord, you're asking me like, hey, DD, what do you think? Do you think, BOIL still have a little bit more to give? I personally think if you didn't enter around 67 or my entry point 68, 69, 67 or whatever, it's a little bit risky right now, but I do think it's of upward potential all the way to about 79 or $80. So right now you're aiming for a $5 over 75, about a 6% return. But again, a lot of you are going to trade options on this, so then that probably would double your option price, something like that. So we probably make 124% if you bought in this afternoon. But tomorrow market opens probably going to open at 76-ish, and then you will see. Usually we will see a pullback in the morning, because the Asian market loves to short it. The Asian market, the Asian, especially the Chinese market, people like to short oil or short natural gas when they think it needs a correction. But right now, if you look at the charts, it's not necessarily needing a correction. It basically filled up the liquidity gap, which means technically speaking, if today is a Monday, tomorrow is a Tuesday, we will see 79 and we will see 83. But the tricky part is today is a Wednesday on a day where inflation data is bad. That means natural gas will go up and then gold will go up, which it did, right? For those of you who've been here long enough, you know that I've been longing Kirkland Gold for a long time. Everything's over here, right? 35 all the way here, right? Another reason for Kirkland Gold, I guess I would just say this is one of the other stock that I was talking about yesterday, but I didn't because I thought you guys don't want to see anything that's less than 6% return or something like that, because BOIL is what, 7% return, and I try to shine away from a lot of those little returns, 1%, 2%, 3%, and those kind of stuff, because I don't think you guys care that much. But Kirkland Gold, it does have a potential to run up all the way to $55 if a private equity firm actually form a good deal for this company, because they're selling their asset, they're selling this company to the highest bidders right now. So this is one of those another situation that we do recommend that. And we talked about VIX. We give it a price range 24 to about $26. We didn't reach 26, but we reached 25. So $1 in VIX is a lot. You can make at least 25% on that. So that fulfills its purpose. We also talk about BBIG. BBIG almost reached $7. Reached $7 today, right? We talk about, it's either gonna be stuck in this or it's gonna break out, and then if it have a true breakout, it means you have a solid candle, then tomorrow we can see a 7.8. If not, then it's a lot of uncertainty surrounding that. So if you're trading options, today was actually gonna be a pretty good day to either hedge that a little bit or just liquidate that, because we have other opportunity that's super good. Okay. So that's it. And then today we're going to add another stock that we think might be a really good one to add, at least in the next 3 or 4 days. For example, this one, BTU, right? It's a coal stock. Okay. And if it go down to 15.4, let's see. Do you have my pen here? Sorry. Okay. So here's the situation. If it goes down to this line, which is $15.4, oh my god, my handwriting is awful. If it goes back to 15.4, strong buy. Strong buy. But most likely tomorrow is gonna have like an upper wedge over there, most likely, right? And we will see like this because we're right now operating within the liquidity gap, right? So if we are operating at the liquidity gap, that just means we need a true breakout out of 1645. So if tomorrow we have a true breakout of 1645, you never know when it was to run. Because when on this day, which has happened, that this day oil actually rise a lot, right? And if we see oil consistently rising, that means the actual upper side range we have is over about 20 bucks here. And guess what? Even though a lot of United States Senate and congressmen are preaching that United States are running on renewable energy, that's totally not true. Other than California, I think at least 1/3 of the energy are still on coal. So this is a really good buy here. I think this is it for this video. I'm gonna make I'm still in the process of editing or re-recording the MMTLP video. So you guys keep tuned on that. I'm probably gonna post that tomorrow morning, just like this morning, because we actually need to make a good thumbnail for that, because number 2 makes better thumbnails than I do. And that's about it. And we should probably talk about other things like CEI, right? Like EDU and all this kind of stuff. Because CEI is also at a really interesting spot right now, but I think I want to make a separate video for CEI to just dedicate to CEI, because I think it still have some volume to give. And for those of you who are interested in like what are some of our long-term portfolios or medium-term portfolio, the Patreon link is below. We're thinking that we might extend the early accessor, the $10 Patreon members, to 10 more people. Comment down below or just like this video or do whatever. Like, tell us like what you guys think that if we should do that or not. So for those of you who already subscribe to the $25 tier, I would just move you down to the $10 tier if we decided to, free up more spot. Because I feel like a lot of people still don't understand the value of our Patreon. Because eventually, right now we're in the process of doing a very good our version of $1 million challenge, but our version of $1 million challenge is actually a $10,000 challenge first. We want to make from $1,000 to $10,000 using a very institutional approach. We sort of utilize a lot of mathematics in this, and then we're gonna give you guys a model that we think will best fit your individual thing. This is why right now on Patreon, we're actually giving out like certain ratios that all the members have to calculate, and we're giving out certain perceptions or certain like basically structures or framework of why it is important that we think about trading stock in this way. And our whole like idea, or our whole, how do I say this, like our philosophy is all about consistent return on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and maybe on a daily basis, but fluctuates a lot. But anyways, if you like those kind of videos, you like our stock recommendations, which you should, because most of them are really, really great, smash a like button and subscribe. All right, see you guys on the upside.